Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and tonight we're talking testosterone. What exactly is it, and who is it for? Is it for people who are in transition? Is it for men? Is it for bodybuilders? I don't know, but I feel like we've got to learn a lot about it, and we're going to do that here on the show with a drink in hand. I've got Jamal, the GM at 93 Till, baby, and you did a trill with a...
I got the fortune punch for you.
Fortune punch?
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is it?
Oh, it's got some Douce cognac, spice pear, apple cider, ginger.
Ooh.
It's good for testosterone.
Well, we're gonna find out because we got a doctor in the building. But first, we're actually gonna be talking to a couple who actually benefited from testosterone. So let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, let's talk to this couple who have changed their lives thanks to testosterone. We've got Beth and Andy with us. Thanks for coming.
Hi, thanks for having us.
I feel like testosterone is just so taboo, you know? I actually spoke to someone today. They were like, what are you talking about on your show tonight? And I was like, testosterone. They're like, oh, so you're gonna have some big bodybuilders on? And I was like, no, this show is for you, because it's not. But I'm also very much in the dark. So do you mind taking us through how you even started feeling before you started taking?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm in my early 50s, and you know, there's a point at which you get really tired. And it's, how am I going to get through the day? Even a 3 o'clock nap doesn't cut it. You know, you just, it's tough to sort of get through all the things you need to do as a human when you've got no energy.
Yeah.
And not only that, your skin suffers, your hair falls out. You feel literally like something's going to fall off your body.
How old were you when you started feeling like this?
I was probably mid-40s.
Mid-40s.
Perimenopausal. You know, time.
Because it sounds like it's on par with perimenopause. It also sounds on par with like women who have given birth and are just like, well, this is the chaos of my life now, and this is just what life is going to be from here on out.
Well, and something that I would like to say, oftentimes we go to our physicians and we go to our OB-GYNs, we go to our endocrinologists, and they're like, you're getting older, that's what happens. And it's like, well, I don't have to accept that. That's not who I want to be. I'm not old. I'm not elderly.
Right.
I'm in the middle of my life, hopefully, and I shouldn't have to live like this. So that's why we've had to resort to finding other means, and hormone replacement therapy is absolutely life-changing.
What? Okay, I want to dive into that, but Andy, what was it like for you to see Beth going through this, like exhaustion, the changes?
The moods.
Moods? Were there moods? There were moods?
I think so, but I just put it down to the fact that we were both at that age, you know, your mid to late 40s. You just have, you know, your life slowly goes downhill from there. So, you know, I've been seeing my physician, and they're just like, it's normal, you know. You're just going to be tired all the time, and you're not going to have as much energy.
And physicians are saying this. They're saying, yeah, this is normal. Get used to it.
Yeah.
So how did you decide, like, you know what, screw what this doctor says, like, I'm going to try and find a solution?
Before I started hormone replacement, I actually cleared it with my endocrinologist, my OB-GYN, and my cardiologist, because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be a negative impact on my health. I got the clearance from my doctors and went straight ahead, and it was absolutely life-changing. I mean, within weeks, having energy, and he's like, what is going on with you?
Yeah, you saw a change?
Definitely, yeah, big change.
A better mood?
Yeah, better moods.
That's all he cares
just
about.
happier, you know, just happier. That everything wasn't such a grind. It was like we had fun.
Yeah.
You know, doing things.
They say happy wife, happy life, right? Or
that's a big one,
happy spouse, happy house, right? Let's
definitely.
make it universal.
Yeah, so what happened was I went to my PCP and said, let's just, you know, just to check blood levels, like an annual, and I asked him to test my testosterone, and I had the level of an 80-year-old man. And I was like, well, I'm only, at the time I was like 49, and I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, it happens when you just reach a point in your life and it just drops off a cliff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so then what did you do?
Well, then Beth had started her treatment, so then that's, you know, I ended up talking to.
So she was like, oh, hold up. Hold up. We got to get you situated
We
too.
do it together.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, we have to show the before and after because
Oh,
it
no.
is such a huge change. Let's take a look. So on the left, That was
Yeah, I was about 199 pounds at that time.
199 pounds.
And the other one is probably 6 months ago.
Wow.
And I've actually lost probably 8 or 9 pounds since. Yeah.
Holy, I mean, you look like you could be your own daughter. Honestly. And so it helps with, because you have more energy, it helps with weight loss?
And it's not that I particularly, I've always eaten healthy. I have a gluten-free diet for other reasons. And I mean, the majority of my food intake is vegetables, fruit, and meat, period. The only change I've made in my life to lose that weight was the hormones.
Wow.
I'm not an exerciser. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I don't want any part of it. So, like, no lie, literally only change hormones. Life changing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, coming up next, we're actually going to have the owner of the med spa that you went to for treatment explain what therapy she put you on. So you stay right there. We're talking all things testosterone on the Nightcap. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been discussing testosterone with Beth and Andy, and joining us now is Katina Kearns, who's been on the show before. She's the owner of Renew Body Contouring and Med Spa, and they are clients of yours.
Yes, they are. Wonderful clients of mine, actually.
So, Kat, let's talk about Beth coming in to your med spa and presenting the problems. What was it like, or what she?
Well, Beth, like many women that we have, that come into the spa, they complain of tiredness. They complain of their weight gain. They complain of especially abdominal weight gain. When you're going through menopause, it seems to be like that's where it likes to collect for whatever reason. Then, of course, they don't feel good about themselves. They have low libido, no sex drive. They don't feel like doing anything. Like she was saying before, that 3 o'clock nap just doesn't do it for you.
It doesn't do it anymore.
No.
Yeah.
And so, we've been doing this for 15 years. So I've literally grown up with all of my clients over 15 years. And I experienced the same thing as I was getting older. And that's what put us on that track of hormone replacement therapy and more natural ways of, okay, how can we change this? There's no reason to live like this, So I said to Beth, okay, I think it's time to run some blood panels and take a look at your testosterone and see what's going on. And came back, and of course, she definitely needed it, like most women do.
Well, Beth, when you went to Kat, had you done your blood work, or did you already go in thinking that you would need hormone therapy?
I knew that I wanted hormone therapy. My mom had a pretty rough menopause, and I didn't want anything to do with that.
Okay.
And speaking with my OB-GYN, there are only so many things that I know most OB-GYNs will do. I mean, some do hormone therapy, but for the most part, your choices are a birth control pill, NuvaRing, or an IUD. So TMI, but I did get the IUD that has hormones in it, but that wasn't enough, and that wasn't solving the problem. So I have that in addition to the pellets and the peptides. So that's what's really helped me kind of through and get to where I want to be and finally be able to actually live my life and not always be tired. When your kid says to you, well, Mom, I know you need to take a nap, and it's like, no, I don't want to be that mom,
Yeah. Okay, you're saying words I don't know. Pellets and peptides?
Pellets and peptides.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. My two favorite combinations there. So there's several different types of peptides. Peptides are amino acids and proteins, okay? They come in different forms. There's injectable, there's oral. They're considered like the fountain of youth. They help your body create its own natural HGH, which is something that we stop producing by the time we're like 19 years old. So it gets us up and going. It helps with lean muscle mass. It helps you lose weight. Helps to increase your metabolism. Helps you to feel better. Makes your hair, skin, and nails look pretty.
Baby, who doesn't like that?
Exactly. That with a combination of hormone pelleting. Some people can do like injectable testosterone. There's different ways of going about it.
You keep saying hormone pelleting. What is this pelleting?
Hormone pelleting. So they have created hormone pellets. Okay, pellets. You can get them from different types of pharmacies. The pharmacy that we get ours from is literally the derivative of wild yams. So they've done this research. They've discovered that this is the closest form of natural testosterone for humans. And so they have created these little pellets. They look like itty bitty teeny tiny Tic Tacs. Okay. And instead of having to worry about keeping it in the refrigerator and injecting yourself once a week or however it would work, we actually insert the pellet. In the woman, we put it in the butt. In the men, typically in the flank, somewhere where there's an area of fat. Okay. And it's a time release. So it goes over the length of time. Women, typically 3 months. Men, typically 4 months. Okay. The nice thing about pellets is that you're not doing this roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a synthetic form of testosterone either. It's the closest thing that you can get to your body's own natural testosterone. And the nice thing is once you get that in there and it starts going, everything starts activating again. And then pretty soon you're like, ooh, baby. You know, I come home
3
early for
p.m.
date
nap
night. Yeah.
turns into an afternoon delight.
It absolutely
Libido
does.
increase a little bit?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
And it's very cute. And then the next thing you know, here come the husbands.
Oh.
You know, so most of my women, honestly, they'll come in, and I'm not kidding, within a month, the husbands are walking right in that door. They're like, okay, sign me up. I don't know what she's having, but I'll take whatever she's got.
I love it. And Andy, thank you so much for coming and sharing your story. And Katina, thank you so much for sharing your expertise in all of this. All right, coming up next, we actually have a doctor in the building who's going to share all about what exactly testosterone is, who's it for, who's it not for, and more. Stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're talking all things testosterone. And now I've got a doctor joining me. We've got Dr. Shalina Lalji, also known as Dr. Shell.
Nice.
And she's got the Wellness and Aesthetics Center, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Good to be here.
Yes, I'm excited to have you.
Exactly. Thank you.
So let's take a step back, right?
Let's do it.
What exactly is testosterone?
Great question. Testosterone is a hormone that is what we call sort of like an anabolic hormone, which means a growth hormone. So it is responsible for everything sort of growth of muscle mass, growth of energy, the metabolism, bone strength, libido. So it's really increasing a lot of very important functions in your body, leading to some incredible things that you need in life, and that will make your life and your aging process very graceful and very age appropriate. I always say it's not about being on just one thing and everything's going to be just great.
It's not a one size fits all.
It's not a one size fits all. Testosterone, just like estrogen, progesterone, all three of them are sex hormones, right? So in our body, we have different kinds of hormones. We have sex hormones, which is estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. We have stress hormone, which is cortisol. We have your sleep hormone, which is melatonin, right? So we really need to look at all of those to attain hormonal balance.
And do women actually have testosterone naturally?
Absolutely. So this
Because
is
I associate that with men.
Exactly.
I associate testosterone with men, and they're
Yes.
the ones who have it, produce it,
Yes.
and women.
And you're
women
not the
need
only
it.
one. Oh my gosh. So let me tell you something that is not known widely, even amongst physicians. We all think, oh, women estrogen, men testosterone, right? Well, both women and men need and have estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone. Now, women have much less testosterone and more estrogen compared to men. However, if you look at the actual levels of estrogen and testosterone in a woman, they actually have more testosterone than estrogen. There is a lot of testosterone in a woman's body when we're younger, right? And then there's a big decline, which is what attributes to the decline in sex drive, in libido, in weight management. So you're going to start gaining weight. Your BMI will go up. Your bones will get lost. You're going to get osteoporosis. Your muscle mass will go down. So
Oh
it's
my
a,
God, this
I
sounds
know,
like a
it's like, I don't
nightmare,
want
but
to
it
do
sounds
that.
like a nightmare
It's
that
a nightmare, yes.
women just accept.
Well, women accept because they have been made to accept it by the medical community, unfortunately. Right? So think about it. How long did it take Viagra to get approved? 2 years. It was record, okay? FDA approval was so fast. Now, what are we doing for women's sexual health? Hello, right?
Yeah.
Right? So
crickets.
Yes. And so what is really important is for us to realize that women deserve attention, just like men deserve attention. And testosterone is really like a magic hormone for both men and women.
Wow.
Hormones can start declining as early as your 30s, okay, in women. In fact, when I was 35, I got myself on progesterone because a lot of women have this. It's called estrogen dominance. So your estrogen will stay high, but your progesterone tanks and your testosterone tanks. Now, when you go through menopause, your estrogen will also start tanking, if that makes sense, right? So I have a lot of patients in their 30s and 40s that they need progesterone and testosterone. However, when they get into the menopause and right around perimenopause, they're going to also need estradiol and estriol. which is estrogen.
Okay, so who are the right candidates? And I feel like we've been talking a lot about women, but men also.
Oh, men are great candidates, because what happens to men is when you peak on testosterone, and men peak very young, like around 20, right?
Oh, wow.
And after they peak, they actually reduce their testosterone levels by 1% every year. Say I have a male patient come in, say at the age of 45, right? They'll come in and they're like, I'm still young, I'm still looking good, and my doctor said my testosterone's fine. Now there's a big difference between fine and optimal, okay? So let's talk about ranges. When you look at a lab range, the range might be normal, between 300 and 1100, depending on which lab you're looking at. So when you're close to 1,000, you're going to feel all the great things about testosterone, right?
Yeah.
When you're close to 350 or 400, you're not going to feel so good. But your traditional doctor may tell you your testosterone's fine because it's within normal limits, but it's not optimal. So testosterone is bioidentical if you do it right, right? Bioidentical, what does it mean?
I was going to ask that.
Right. Biologically identical to what our bodies produce.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay, we want things that are biologically identical so that we have the receptor sites to recognize it.
Got it. You named a few other ways that people can get it. So we've talked about pelleting, and there's
Pellets
creams.
are great. Creams or sublingual, which is like a troche, a lozenge.
Oh, okay.
Now with men, they can also have injections. And a lot of my male patients, it's a weekly injection, or if they start seeing the up and down, then you can do even twice a week. But I love pellets because of this steady state.
Gotcha.
The pellets will not give you this up and down and up and down.
Yeah, that's what Kat was telling us earlier. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's wonderful to have a steady state so you're feeling great all the time instead of, oh my gosh, I'm running out, I'm running, you know, I just got my shot, so I'm going to feel good for the next couple of days and then it'll go down. The other thing that's really important is when you have a couple, it's fantastic to have both the man and the woman treated, because I will have women who might be treated and the man is like, honey, I'm so tired, and the woman's like, come on, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's get the show on the road.
Happy spouse,
That's
happy
right.
house.
That's exactly right.
I love it.
Yes.
Dr. Shell, thank you so much for coming on and educating us
You
on all
bet.
things testosterone.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for doing what you do.
Yeah, baby, we trying. All right, coming up next, I'm heading behind the bar because Jamal's got a delicious cocktail he's got to show me how to make. All right, you stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I'm behind the bar now because I've got Jamal, the GM from 93 Till, baby, and you're here to do what?
Back that glass up.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I finished my delicious cocktail.
I will make
This is
you
the
another one.
the display, not mine.
Yeah.
But you've poured a little something.
Got a little Douce VSOP.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm not downing this, but I will sip it. Oh, you downed
Beautiful,
it. Okay.
right?
Oh, that's fantastic,
Okay.
actually. It needs another sip while you make. What are you making again?
Can make you another fortune punch. It's with the Douce cognac, some spice pear
Which is fantastic on its own.
on its own.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's great as a cocktail too, right?
Absolutely.
So you can have another one. A little apple cider and some ginger.
Ooh, okay. And
Yeah.
those secrets we don't share.
No.
All right, so what's going on at 93 Till?
A lot of things. We're about to drop a new food menu.
Ooh,
You know,
but you're
all-
not getting rid of the chicken sandwich.
We can't.
No.
We
Baby,
can't.
that is one of the best chicken sandwiches in Houston.
That'll be a staple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, can you give me like a little sneak peek? A little.
On some of the new stuff. We're working on some new stuff for our steak. Working on like a red wine reduction, got streak on it. A lot of cool stuff.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, my mouth's watering. Maybe you need to stop talking. Okay, but the cocktails stay flowing.
The cocktails are gonna change too.
What?
Yeah,
Is this one gonna stay on? The one we're trying?
that's gonna stay on for
Okay.
a couple months. I've got a lot of dessert stuff that's gonna come
Baby,
on the
I'm a-
cocktail menu.
And
you
the old
finish
fashioned.
yourself for
Is
me?
it? Yeah, I gotta finish it up
Oh,
for you
man,
because we
shit,
gotta
man.
talk and
chatty
work.
Cathy.
Yeah, you are a chatty Cathy, which is fine on this show, but you gotta work at the same
I
time.
thought this
I'm
was a
working.
talk show.
We talk
but
and
it's your
work.
talk show.
Yes,
My bad.
baby. Come on now. Okay,
I'm gonna shake it up.
take it. I haven't done this in so long. Because they put me to work here, you know. I'm glad I'm not doing nothing today.
We
and
made
we
this-
double strain it? Why do we double strain it?
Oh man, just to be fancy.
Oh, okay, I love it. We
Yeah.
love a good fancy cocktail. And baby, I know, oh look, Kat's walking up with Dr. Shell because Kat had a great time at 93 too. Y'all enjoyed 93 too.
Oh, I love 93. I had my birthday party there this last year. It was
Yeah.
amazing. It's
Doc-
one I have to check out.
You're gonna have to check it out. Thank y'all so much for coming.
Absolutely.
And hold on, we're gonna add a little portion. Oh, look.
Yeah.
See, Jamal is extra.
Yeah.
I got the little Chinese
Gotta do it
lantern.
right.
There's a little Chinese
Lantern. It's Lunar New Year right now.
And this is how extra they are
Yeah.
at 93 till. You have to check them out because, baby, it's a time. It's a time.
It is.
All right, listen. If you're feeling fatigued, if you're feeling like your libido's gone and you're gaining a little extra weight, maybe testosterone is for you. So, baby, they should get it checked out. Their levels checked
Absolutely,
out.
100%,
All right.
yep.
Cheers to you. We'll see you guys next time. All right, who wants this cocktail?